This is the borough president paving the way for a comprehensive plan, first in Brooklyn and then later in New York. This is
Antonio Reynoso, your Brooklyn Borough President.
So when it comes to planning, it's usually just zoning in the city.
Yes, the city of New York doesn't plan. All it does is zone. So it builds buildings for people to live in, but then the infrastructure around it is absent. And what we need to do is change that dynamic and start thinking about 10, 15, and 20 years down the line.
And what are the main things that a comprehensive plan includes?
All the infrastructure that's important for a good and high opportunity area. Growing up in Williamsburg, I kept thinking I was lucky. And it wasn't lucky. What I had was access to opportunity.
Right.
And now we want to be able to give that to everyone in Brooklyn and everyone in New York City. The fact that we live near a train station was a big access point. It allowed me to go to high school outside of Brooklyn. When I wanted to go to a pool, I used to go to Pitt Pool in the Lower East Side. And this train got me there. Big part of the comprehensive plan is trying to grant access to transportation, access to finance. So when the immigrant population came to this area, they didn't have access to finance. So Father Carvelis and Transfiguration decided to build a credit union.
So how do you ensure that there's financing opportunities in the comprehensive plan?
We find these economic development deserts and we try to encourage the development of these federal credit unions or these cooperatives. In this neighborhood, a lot of buildings were built and next to the buildings there are gardens. It should have been a park, but the city never invested in it. But the building that you see here, it was mandated that it have a green space area. Now in our time, they've taken it over, we've built a new fence, and now you see the green space. Just like that, in the comprehensive planning that we talk about, and it can't just be brick buildings. We need green space. So this is a homeless shelter. This is where you would go if you needed food. Whatever infrastructure was absolutely necessary for you to have opportunity and thrive, Williamsburg has it.
What happens when it comes to light industrial?
This is a bakery owned by the Satmar community. And a lot of the people that immigrated here from different countries didn't have high levels of education. So what you needed were a lot of light industrial manufacturing jobs to be able to give people opportunities to jobs.
In essence, comprehensive planning is not a scary government oversight. It'll actually provide more opportunity to do your thing.
It's about what are you missing? What do you need to continue to thrive? My mother came here with a very low level of education. So she worked in the Cheesecake Factory, and not the restaurant, but an actual factory that made cheesecakes. And my mom was making like $15 to $17 an hour in the 1990s. You came here, you had financial help, you had a job, you had good schools, you had childcare. If you struggled, you had a homeless shelter. Like everything we have here had a purpose, and the purpose was to give us the best opportunity to be successful. And in one generation, an immigrant that came from the Dominican Republic with absolutely no money and didn't understand the language came to the South Side, and her son became the youngest borough president in the history of the city of New York.
Let us know, should New York City implement a comprehensive plan across the entire city like they're doing in Brooklyn? Stay curious, my friends.